So 2022. What y'all think of 2022 as a year overall?
Why is Cardiac like barking at us?
It's a great question. I have really no idea. He needs to get help.
I was like, what are you doing?
He needs to get help. But yeah, 2022 as a year, it was it was an okay year. It was a cool year, I think, overall. As a year. But anime wise, I
thought it was pretty good anime wise. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it, a lot of variety, especially at the second half of the year.
Right.
Yeah. It was looking pretty good. At beginning was shaky, a little bit.
You know what? Hot take. 2022 carried by sequels. It is a year carried by the sequels. It is quite a lacking year for the original shows. There's a couple of good ones, but I think it is lacking compared to years prior. Or even this year.
I can't even argue that. I'm not gonna lie. I can't, because low key, a lot of my favorites did have sequels this year. I'm not gonna lie.
This is true.
People list like their top 5 favorites. 3 of them are absolutely going to be sequels.
Yeah. Like I think if I did it right now, it would definitely be. Well, I mean, Main Abyss, AOT. What's another sequel? Bleach.
Let me check if I follow my own rules.
There you go.
What were my top?
Cardi P new JJK episode. Was it banging? Was it hitting?
It was just a fight, and that's it. The only reason why T is saying it's good is because of one fight. Overall, the story didn't progress as much as I wanted it to, but it was a cool fight. I'll give you that. It was a cool.
Bro, this man Archie, bro, he can never be satisfied anymore. He's never satisfied. If it's shown in anime, it just automatically it starts at this is the bar. It starts below the bar. It has to go over the bar to impress him.
Exactly.
Yes. All the way in the bottom.
Hey, yeah. Same as me, mate.
Hey, that's how bias works, bro. Hey, but
Noob, you don't you've never really shonen like that. I don't think, right? Like you're not like a show. You never. Archie did like shonen before. He's just
that's true.
Hey, correction. Battle shonen. That's what I do. When it comes to shonen, like Zom 100, that started off like a banger, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
It was
Zom 100 was all right.
It's good. It seems good. You can't count an hour episode. Nobody's putting down their top 5. But we're talking about last year, actually.
We're talking about last year, bro.
But yeah, we are. I am counting that for this year too. You got me fucked up. I'm definitely counting that. I mean, it's part of, I don't understand, because if they would have just made it into another season, it just would have been another season. Because there's probably the second part is probably going to drop this year too, right? Or is that not dropping this year?
It was at the end, I think, or is it winter?
Yeah.
No. The next part, the last part that's coming out still.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
Is that coming out in 2023? Archie?
Fall of this year. Honestly, I'm not counting it in mine. I'm not gonna lie. It's
bro. So
isn't it fall by technicality? Is it airing in December or something? If I remember correctly,
it was November. I thought it was November.
Wait, you talking about last year's AOT or this year? 2023 or 2022?
This year.
This year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it aired in winter, I think, this year.
Hey T, how about this? How about you tell me what good happened besides that fight? How about you tell me that? You tell me what good happened in that episode besides the fight, bro. And if you say some bullshit, I'm calling that shit out, bro. It was just that one fight and that's it. Can we stop this bullshit, bro? Come on.
Cardiac said Niley put his life on Zom 100. Nah, putting your life on an anime is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll put my life on that, man. You don't watch it, man.
Cardiac
life is good, bro.
Cardiac
life is good.
Different, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I know technically this episode or this podcast is not about this season. I have Zom 100 over JJK right now, personally. But. That's just me.
Okay. All right.
I'm not watching JJK. I think Zob 100. After second episode, I liked it a lot more. Off the first episode, it didn't hook me.
The second episode was better. I'll give you that. I think it was better, actually. I agree with you on that.
Because I felt it was just over exaggerated with like the workplace shit. Like it was you're never sleeping ever. And it's like it's a little cartoonish. I know Japanese workplaces are terrible, but like I think the hyperbolic nature, and I know from what I heard, it actually comes from like a place. I'm pretty sure the studio detached from another one. If you don't know, Bug Films is a completely new studio for it. Yeah, that's what I heard about it. It may be a fun poke of hyperbolicness, but it takes away from the story for me, honestly. It's a little too hyperbolic that feels a bit cartoonish, and then it doesn't sink the true reality of like, damn, this fucking sucks for him. But the second episode, I feel just the dynamic put between those two characters of complete contrast is extremely interesting. It just makes me want to watch it more. So that's why I like this episode.
And what's interesting is she has that mindset, and she has an office job that's remote. So it's like a different type, like, maybe dealing with like different like workplace environments type shit. But let's get into what we thought about anime 2022 in hindsight, because for real though, when we make these brackets, like what's the best anime of the year, we kind of jump the gun of like recency bias type shit. A lot of 100% stuff happens. So I'll admit this. This is me first admitting something. Looking back, Summertime Rendering wasn't as good as I remembered it to be.
Wow. Interesting take.
It was good, but it wasn't like that good, if that makes sense. Like it was, I was tripping when I thought it was like top 5 of the year. I'm not gonna
tripping. We thought it was top 5. So where would it be now then? Top 10?
Top 10, but not top 5.
Low top 10.
I thought it was. I can't tell you. I don't know. Actually, I didn't think about the order really like that, but top 10, just not like okay. Yeah.
Noob, did you watch Summertime Render?
Technically, I watched 5 minutes of it. That may be the most premature drop of that entire season. There was so many like boob and ass jokes in the first 5 minutes that I'm like, if this is what they're trying to hook me with, I'm out. I don't care. Something will have a better hook than this.
When he kept waking up and then like he would wake up in the girl, like his head would just go into her, bro. Was
guy would be fucking motorboating. Yeah. Bro, I was just like, nah.
That was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It calmed its ass down. It stopped being horny pretty quickly after.
Right.
But like, I was judging the quality of the rest of the writing based off those couple of minutes.
Right.
Which could be a fair assessment, but I'll never know unless I actually go and start watching it more.
Right.
And I'm kind of fine with it,
Yeah. I will say, to be fair, like it's really not about that like at all. Like after the fact, I don't even know if it comes up like again, like maybe like once. I'm really trying to. I don't remember it. But yeah, I can see why that would put you off of it. But
I know it was pretty like ReZero like in comparison.
Yeah,
ReZero, right?
Yeah.
I would say around there for sure.
And it's I also question like, do I want to see them tackle that type of story again? Like I like ReZero. I know other people compare it to Higurashi as well because those are also kind of similar.
Yeah.
Like I also like Higurashi. It's like this is competing against 2 shows that are quite similar that I also like. Do I actually want to throw this in the mix? Will it be interesting? And with that added hook that I didn't like, I'm like, let me just avoid it. There's other things I can do.
Ironically, it was animated by OLM.
They're spending fucking 3 days animating the fucking boob and the titties, and they're like, I'm tired of this. Yeah. And that's how Zom 100 was born.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I think Summertime. Rendering it again. It was good. Again, I think it was gassed a bit. Because it did have good elements. I feel like with Summertime, the reason that it was gassed so much is because there weren't a lot of other shows of that kind of similar type of style that came. There wasn't a lot of like thriller, mystery, kind of almost that kind of vibe, or like
that's true.
like a psychological thing.
They're really lacking originals in that range.
Yeah. Especially
like the closest I can think of is like Akaba Maid War, and like I wouldn't really thrillerish. It's kind of just very contrast, dark humor.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of like other psychological thrillers.
Because when did it drop? It dropped spring 2022. And looking at spring 2022 right now, like the anime that were dropping there were not like that good. Like of course you had some like
I think Spring was the best.
Kaguya. You said what?
I thought Spring was the best season.
Oh, okay.
The ball.
Okay, well that's a different perspective, but yeah, that's fair, I guess.
That goes to my point of like sequels, because big Kaguya-sama fan. There's other Demon Girl Next Door season 2. Big fan of that. And there's even some good original shows that released that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Spy's Family, I enjoyed it. And actually, one of my favorite rom-coms, The Harem, went up the lists big time. Really like The Harem
for were talking about
being it's very untropy, even though it kind of falls in the similar like field of a lot of things that are getting really annoying, like he said.
Oh, geez, he's lagging. Well, I guess I will say, but before, I know Noob is kind of cooked right now, but I feel like to that point, I think that Spring, to me at least, from looking at it in terms of like the thriller aspect we were talking about earlier, like there's not much there. Like the shows that Noob is talking about doesn't sound like they had any kind of elements similar to Summertime. So it kind of, again, it kind of filled that role. It hit where it needed to hit, and then that's why I got hyped up so much, is because compared to the rest of the stuff, it just has something that not a lot of other things had at the time. Again, it's still good. To me, what I've always kind of said about Summertime is like the ending to me was not like super great. I think like if it would have ended, like that final fight was just like kind of whatever. To me, at least, I didn't. Yeah. Again, it was just.
I actually don't agree with T when he said like when Summertime Rendering dropped, that season was a bit dry. It was the same season that Spy Family and Kaguya-sama dropped, so I wouldn't say it was dry.
I mean, that's only 2 anime though.
That I mean, also like Shield Hero came out. But
everyone hated that shit, bro. Let's not do that, bro.
And Komi-san came out. I think what if people say it was dry, I think it was dry for like action shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was dry for action shows, but there were some good like shows during the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
Noob said it was his favorite season. To be fair, he did.
Which season?
Spring. It was his favorite season. Was Spring.
Yeah. It also had Awashi for all you like sports fans.
Right.
Sports anime fans.
I didn't even peep Awashi, but I heard it was good though.
It's good. I still like Blue Lock better, but it was good. I would say.
Jack Harlow and the Rocks. Hey man, why do we call me Jack Harlow, man? Spy Family wasn't great according to you, Archie. No.
Oh, I'm saying like in general, like for like anime fans in general. I still think Spy Family was cool, but it was like not amazing, if that makes sense.
I'll give you that. I definitely agree. I do think that when Spy Family, the second part came out in the fall, I think Spy Family as a body of work for 2022 is definitely solid. I think the second part was a bit better for me than the first. Both are pretty good. I think Spy Family, if anything, was at the time, like, I think looking back on it now, like, since this is what we're doing, reflecting, I low-key think I might not have given Spy Family enough credit for what it was, just because of the amount of hype it was getting. It makes it a bit hard, at least for me, like seeing that when I don't agree with it being that great, and then it kind of brings it down for me, almost in terms of my it clouds the lens a little bit in terms of like, okay, it's because everyone thinks it's better than I think, it's gonna drag my opinion even a little bit farther down, just because I'm kind of coming from a different angle than the populace. But why is streamer acting up for me? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm really not sure what's going on there, though. I guess I have to try again.
Yeah. Try to get him back on. But while you're trying to get him back on, you know what's crazy? 2022, we saw the peak of Demon Slayer. I think we did. I didn't know we were gonna see the peak of Demon Slayer in 2022. I thought we were getting more stuff, but it turns out, all you need to do is watch Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District arc, and you're good. That's the peak right there. You're all good.
Honestly, you do have a point. I think like even looking back on Demon Slayer, it looks like Noob is back.
Is Noob back?
Yeah, okay. It looks like it.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I'm back. Thank the Lord.
But yeah,
I think my internet doesn't like the distance. House is too big, even though it's a small ass house.
Oh, dang.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, looking back on Demon Slayer, I compared to this third season, season 2 was a lot better. So yeah, I mean that oh my goodness. To me that almost bumps that up even higher than I even had thought about it before as well. Like looking back.
Yo, honestly, bro, I think I would have bumped Demon Slayer up a little bit too if I knew it was coming. I mean,
like low-key, it was actually good. He said, yeah, it was gas. Like, bro, like some of those moments in season 2 were actually like really good, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I remember Urzi used to say something. He'd be like, y'all ain't on Demon Slayer, but every week y'all tapping into it when it's coming out. And I was, to be honest. But season 3, I definitely was not. I definitely was not for season 3. And I think I didn't give it enough credit for holding my attention as well as it did. Because, bro, every time it came out, when ALT and Demon Slayer were coming out, I was like, shit, bro, I can't wait to watch ALT. But low-key, I also can't wait to watch Demon Slayer, bro. Low-key, when it was getting heat and it was leaving us on them cliffhangers and shit, I was hyped, bro. I'm not even going to lie. And y'all know me. I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer fan, but season 2 was actually very good. It's actually very good.
Man, hey, look, I will, maybe I'll one day go back, look up my top anime of 2022. Maybe Demon Slayer will be on there this time. Maybe.
Yeah, bro. You know what? To be honest, bro,
it might have to be, bro, because you know what? You know the moment that like I feel like I was too biased of was the moment when Inosuke was like, I rearranged my body parts in the inside to avoid a fatal attack or a fatal blow or whatever.
Oh, shit,
I thought that was some ass pull. But thinking back, I'm like, you know what? That's not the biggest ass pull.
Yeah, bro, considering how season 3 ended, my goodness.
Man, Demon Slayer season 3 was full of ass pulls. Like,
yeah. I think another thing, like having Inosuke and Zenitsu is like, I didn't know how good they. Like, I don't even think they're that good at characters, but just having. And bro, I didn't even realize how good of a Hashira Tengen was, bro. I thought he's cool. He's cool. We'll probably see a better one eventually. No, we're not. We're almost guaranteed to not. After the last 2 Hashiras, fucking ass, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, but season 2 was actually really good.
Yeah,
this was actually really good. Like, looking back on it actually really was.
You know what? I think I'll agree that I don't think Zenitsu and Inosuke are that good of a characters, but I think it's just the combat. Like, I think it's just the balance that they bring Tanjiro and Nezuko. You know what I mean? I think they just balance them out pretty well.
I would agree with that. Sure.
While we try to get Noob back, I'm gonna say this. I think my Dress Up Darling wasn't as good as I remembered it to be.
Really?
Looking back on my Dress Up Darling and the better romances that are coming out now, I'm like, my Dress Up Darling wasn't really that great of a romance. Like,
okay,
it was cool.
Interesting.
It was cool to have like like cosplayers as like, kind of that foundation of their romance. It was cool. Like, it was a cool concept, but that's about it, I would say. I don't know if anyone else thought differently, but yeah.
Bro, there's 3 Noobs on my screen.
3 Noobs?
Yeah, there's like 2 other versions of him. Yeah, you're here, I think.
Oh, it's a new bear. Oh, yo, this is a canon event.
Hopefully this solved it.
Okay.
I turned on a VPN, which should make a connection worse.
Well, I mean, we can hear you and we can see you. So
we'll take it. Somehow, is it an IP problem? That wouldn't make sense. Unless StreamYard hates me, they just banned my IP address. They're like, fuck this guy.
Okay, but
what's too many bad takes?
Hey man, but before Noob glitches out real quick, do you still think did you watch My Dress Up Darling last year?
Me? Yes, I did.
Do you still think it's good now? Because for me, I personally thought like now I don't think it's as good as I remembered it to be because of the better romances that are coming out now. But do you think so? It's still good or?
That's actually a good take. I respect someone who has an opinion like that because Winter was one of the weakest, I think, seasonally for me. Yeah. I don't think I loved a single show out of Winter.
Jeez.
If anything, I thought a show was solid from Winter, and that's it. Because I think my top is like Dress Up Darling, which I gave out 8 out of 10, which is like my it's solid score. And I think Princess Connect season 2. So yeah, nothing I think was good for like Winter.
Yeah. You want to watch AOT, so just to clarify.
Bro, I'm giving that like a 2, mate. You don't want me to
But you actually watched it? But you did watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. Okay. I've watched up to final season part 1. So
okay. All right. And you didn't want to continue.
I don't really want to continue. At some point I may do it.
Now honestly, wait till it all comes out and then watch it. Honestly.
That's true.
When I see the end point, they're like, all right, I know exactly how far I need to get.
Yeah. You I don't even know if you'll like the second part better or not. I was really trying to think if you would, but that's a good question. I actually don't know.
But yeah,
I actually don't know.
That's just my take on My Dress Up Darling. It was like the only good hyped up romance at the time, and that's kind of it. You know what I mean? And like now there's just like 5 of them that are good.
I still remember it having like good qualities to it, but if you want to call it overhyped, I would honestly respect the take. I don't think there was a lot of competition to it, and that may be why I think the score is like so inflated for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same reason why I think Rent a Girlfriend's even popular. That came out in summer 2020
when
COVID happened. COVID stopped all production, and there was like 6 shows released.
Except for Rent a Girlfriend, for some reason.
Rent a Girlfriend made the cut, and I think because that was like the only show people could watch, it's why it became popular.
Well, there was some stuff coming out at this time. I mean, you had ReZero season 2 and God of High School. I mean, everyone was watching God of High School, even though it ended up sucking.
Don't tell me about God of High School.
SAO.
Can we stop?
SAO.
Can we stop?
Bro, the SAO fans are dead.
Yo, Great Pretender is dead, bro. I'm not. Great Pretender's dead.
Is it, bro?
Great Pretender fans? Wait, hold up. When did this happen? I thought they didn't exist.
Yeah,
I thought they were fossils.
Summer 2020 wasn't that bad.
Great Pretender is one of those where I'm like, nah, it was carried by the fact there was nothing else. Nope.
Okay, well, I guess this is just the whole season was carried by that. The only thing the only things people cared about was like ReZero and God of High School, and then I guess Rent a Girlfriend for some reason.
And then JJK.
And then JJK wasn't coming. JJK wasn't coming out this season.
That was
the second half. The second half.
That was It
was fall. It was fall. Yeah, so it didn't come out yet.
That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah. So nothing was coming out.
But so I don't know. I think we can move on from My Dress Up Darling. It was cool, but definitely got carried by not much happening.
Right. We have Sneeko in chat says Noob to me. Give him an intro. So Noob's a really great guy, but he has some bad takes and some interesting taste. But you'll get to know him pretty fast in terms of his hot takes.
I don't think Noob has bad takes. I think he just has a very specific.
He has some bad takes. I didn't say all his takes are bad.
What's the definition of a bad take?
He just has a specific taste. You know what I mean?
I think that Attack on Titan take, I think that's a rough take.
I can flush out my opinion. So that's one thing.
No, but the thing is, I don't expect Noob to like Attack on Titan though.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But so he has some takes I would consider bad takes. Let's just put it like that. Some takes I would consider bad, and he has hot takes. We'll say hot takes. We'll just say hot takes.
He has hot takes. He has a lot of hot takes.
But he definitely is very good at bringing he was laid out again, bringing another thought process to the table and articulating it very well and things of that nature. So
yeah,
so that's a good little intro.
Oh no. Oh no!
He was supposed to be frozen. He's back now. He's back.
No, he's back. He's back. What do you mean? He's back. He's right here.
This episode was pretty good.
I actually just freeze up in real life, guys. It's a thing. I'm sick, Sometimes it just freeze up.
All right, I can't do it that long. That was her miles. I really have a light right here pointing straight into my eyes. I can't leave my.
Were there any things in hindsight you guys wanted to bring up? Because I got a few. I actually do got a few.
I do. Well, okay. What are the reasons this struck me? I remember we having a conversation.
Okay.
About Blue Lock. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it's as good as you remembered it to be? Is what you're
saying?
Can I ask why? I'm actually curious.
I think look. No, I think that at the time when I said that, I don't even remember what take I made, but people were like, "Dang!" Like I don't remember what take I made, but I think like again with Blue Lock, don't get me wrong, it's still better than Chainsaw Man. It's still better than Chainsaw Man, but I feel like with Blue Lock, I think the hype of it coming out and just seeing it was just like hidden, bro, and like certain moments. But then like while I was getting through it and like now looking back, I'm like. It wasn't hidden quite as much as I originally like thought. It wasn't actually as good as I originally thought because the hype has kind of gone away from my mind. So yes, it's still good, but I think it's a show that it definitely heavily relies on hype for the most part. And yes, like there's some like good development from certain characters and stuff like that. But,
Yo, T's calling you out, bro.
You just didn't like the 3v3s. Yeah, the 3v3s weren't the best. They were all right, but
do you like 3v3s in real life or?
Yeah, 3v3s in real life are solid actually. I was actually playing 3v3s the other day. It's just good. It's definitely good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, regardless, yeah, the 11v11 bro. I ain't gonna lie, the 11v11 was definitely better than the 3v3s. I'm gonna be serious.
Really?
Now again, saying hyping up Deathless anime to be the best of look, bro. Look, do not compare Blue Lock to Demon Slayer. That's a bit disrespectful. Blue Lock definitely has more depth than Demon Slayer, but it isn't heavy on the depth. It isn't, and I think honestly, low key, like again, a lot of it is carried by the hype and at certain moments. Again, it has good characteristics to it. It's still good, but it's not great. And I think I overhyped it a bit in my head. Because it's also like the first football or soccer anime that I watched. So.
That's your first. That was about to ask. It was your first soccer football. Okay.
Football.
Yeah, but did you? Okay, let me ask you this: do you think it also got magnified for you because of the timing of when Blue Lock came out? Because Blue Lock came out at the same time the World Cup was happening. Do you think that kind of amplified your love for Blue Lock a little bit more?
Not really, to be honest with you. Not really. Not particularly, because to me, I'm always pretty good at separating and that kind of thing. And to me, like I follow like the sport like all year round. So even though the World Cup is like one of the most hyped like events, it's like it doesn't change that much for me because I'm still following it. Like for a lot of people, they only tune into the World Cup. Like for me, like I'm tuned in all the time. So it's like I'm not as like it's not quite as big of a deal for me. So I don't necessarily think it maybe a little bit, yes, but maybe not that quite that high.
So
to me,
here's my toxic mindset, right? I think the memes got to me when it came to Blue Lock, the memes between the World Cup and Blue Lock happening, like on the internet, made me like Blue Lock more for some reason because of how fucking ridiculous it was. It really just made me like. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. I whenever an anime gets memed up like crazy and I'm following it, I'm like, yo, I like this more. I like this anime more. And now without the memes, I'm like, yeah, maybe this anime wasn't as good as I remembered it to be.
Yeah,
I still like it.
I'm the opposite. I hate when people meme on shows. I'm such a like serious stickler. Like, I'm a snob. Things must have only depth. I only care about depth.
Only depth. Damn.
And then like when people are
New
memeing
rating?
shit, I'm like, fuck this shit.
I'm in between on that. I'm actually in between on that, to be honest. Like I think I could kind of go either way. In terms of a new rating, probably a 7. But I think that could carry us into our next anime. But Archie, I guess I'll let you say a rating if you have something.
Oh no, if you have something you want to say it.
Well, that brings us into the anime I already compared to it. I was gonna bring up, which is Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man is dropping too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what's crazy? I actually have a take on Chainsaw Man too. In hindsight.
Noob, did you watch Chainsaw Man? I don't know if I know if you did. No.
Nah. Yeah.
What was your reasoning for not watching that?
Is it because the main character is a horny ass?
Bro, that fan base, man.
Oh,
they're just out here fucking barking. Look, woof, woof, woof. Like, okay.
Hey, cardiac at the beginning. Cardiac at the beginning.
Classic Chainsaw Man fan right there. Classic example.
I can't respect this platform. It's crazy, yo. You know what's crazy? I had the same take as T. Actually, Chainsaw Man went up for me as
okay.
As time
all right.
Because for one, I have to preface this. I did read part 1 of the manga. So I think I didn't give Chainsaw Man a fair chance, personally, because I expected so much out of it because of what I've read, but if I really were to take it in a vacuum of like, this is what the anime adaptation is, and Mappa could only adapt 12 to 13 episodes at a time for this right now, I think for 12, 13 episodes, it was good. I felt like it was good for what it was. And I respect. I honestly, after my battle shonen take of like, man, these main characters are boring. Denji's the least boring MC in for shonen. He is actually unique as fuck.
Buddy.
He's unique as fuck.
Okay.
He's not boring.
Right.
He's not boring. He's unique as hell.
But I'm fucking boring, bro. That's not. He's boring, bro.
More than Tanjiro?
From what I heard about him, he's probably not boring. But
you like Tanjiro?
I don't know if I would like it.
Bro, you comparing. Bro, still compare him to the bottom of the barrel. Tanjiro is bottom of the barrel, bro. Like, yes, he's better than Tanjiro, but that is not a flex at all, bro. He's not that far. He's closer to Tanjiro than other characters. I'll say that.
I don't know, bro. He is the most non-generic, he's the most non-generic, battle shonen MC in recent years.
I don't know, bro. I just what does
Yuji do? What's his personality?
I like Yuji more than Yuji more than Denji, bro. What's Denji's personality? What's Denji's being horny? Being horny, really? That's his personality. Wow. Okay, I see how you could relate to that, Archie. I really do see how you
exactly.
I can see that.
But I don't know, bro. He's just way more entertaining than I thought he would be. I guess you can say.
I'm caught. This guy, bro.
Hey, Obama does own Illinois. I forgot about that.
Oh my goodness. Man, look, bro. Look. I think again, Denji, it's. I don't know, bro. Like, he just doesn't have anything really to him. Like with I don't know, bro. I mean, Itadori isn't great either, but I think he suits. Like, he does more for what he's needed to do than Denji. I think. I mean, granted, we're comparing two characters that aren't like great characters, in my opinion.
This guy.
I'm a big Itadori hater.
Itadori is not that great, but I just
he's not that good, bro. He's really not.
Bro, Denji didn't really have anything to him. Like he had like no depth. Like we gonna act like he had one moment that was like okay, like I guess. Like his one of his main characteristics is having like no emotions and being bland, which is like a characteristic of his. Like one of his and being horny. That's basically Denji as a character, bro. Like
I'll always.
I don't care, bro.
I'll always take a degenerate character over a boring character or generic character.
No, he is boring. He is boring.
But he's not generic. He's not generic.
He's not generic, but he's boring.
Okay, but I don't like generic characters more, so I'll take what I can get.
You'll take boring over generic. Okay, I guess having no emotions does not equal being bland. Oh, okay, bro. Bro. He's bland, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Off of season 1, he's bland, bro. If you want to come from the manga, okay, but season 1,
you think so? Bland, bro. You think being bricked up 24/7 is bland? I think that dude's like kind of weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, but that to me that doesn't count as a like I don't care about that. It's not really a character trait. Like that's not fair we're not going to put that as an option. Stoicism as a result of trauma is depth. Okay. If that's what we're doing now, okay, all right, okay.
I mean, hey, look.
It depends on how that trauma is shown, though.
Yeah.
Because low key, a lot of the Stoicism characters suck ass because you can't see their fucking trauma.
Yeah.
Levi from Attack on Titan. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I forgot Noob got spicy takes. I forgot.
I mean, I do like Levi, but I think that's a fair point because in terms of his actual character, you really don't get to see a lot of that.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I still like him, but that's a fair criticism for sure. Actually,
Attack on Titan has some pretty good characters, but a lot of dog shit characters.
Okay, do you
and
think
even
Levi's
a lot of characters
shit,
people
though?
like are dog shit.
Do you think Levi's
He's
dog
pretty
shit?
dog shit.
Oh,
He's pretty dog shit.
Hey, man,
he's
look,
not
cool.
Mikasa. Mikasa is by far the worst.
Who?
Oh no, Mikasa's the worst.
Oh, Mikasa, yeah.
Mikasa's the worst. No, Mikasa's the worst.
Yeah,
Mikasa's the worst.
yeah.
But what is it? Hey, I'm glad Noob's here because now I'm not the only one with spicy takes.
Aki a top-notch character. No, Aki is a good character. I'll give you that. But bro, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Chainsaw Man, like looking back on how I was feeling when I was watching that show, bro, and like looking back on what I was watching, like yes, you know what, like maybe some cool stuff happened, but bro, I didn't care. Like I wasn't very intrigued by Chainsaw Man. I just wasn't, and I feel like if anything, my rating probably drops for it. Even though maybe I was being a bit harsh on it, but I think I was also like not being harsh on it. If that makes sense. Like what I was saying about it may have been a bit harsh, but what I was actually thinking about it, I wasn't being as harsh. I think if that makes any sense. But
I kind of want to hear more of a.
It's still below Blue Lock. It's still below Blue Lock.
I want to hear some of Noob's, reflections.
My reflections. Like low key, I'll just be referring to like the most obscure anime. That's the fake. I'm trying to think of like the popular shows I watch.
No, that's honestly, I don't care. You can say whatever anime, as long as you make it entertaining.
I remember Sneeko did mention Kaguya earlier, so we could also talk about Kaguya because I know.
Did you watch Kaguya?
Yes, I'm a big Kaguya fan.
Okay,
though I think the anime is going downhill.
I heard so here's my thing with Kaguya, right? More and more, I think the ending of Kaguya is just whatever. If this even is
whatever.
It was, dude.
Manga.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
the manga's going downhill right now.
Oh, I meant for the anime. Like it's just whatever.
Nah, that show is kind of
anime
fire,
also
bro.
going pretty downhill.
So it's because I'm getting more and more romances that actually get into a relationship, and then you get to see like the relationship unfold. I think the concept of the whole point of the anime is to see if they get into a relationship is kind of like whatever to me. Like,
but the way they actually did it though was like good. Like it was good. You know. It was. They didn't rely on that, like they relied on the characters and the actors they were making more so than like that.
So here's my thing, right? Spectacle. I liked the first 2 seasons, for the fact that the whole season wasn't will they won't they. Season 3 felt like will they won't they the whole time. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I would have preferred if they had it like the first 2 seasons where they joked around more, instead of the whole season being about, oh, how am I going to ask her out? How am I going to ask him out? How are we going to get together? Like the schemes of like getting together and stuff. I'm like, I would have preferred if you saved it for the last like 3 episodes and stuff like that. That's just me personally.
Cardiac, I thought you didn't want there to be a movie.
I thought you didn't want there to be a movie.
Cardiac said he wasn't going to watch it. I wonder if that's still true. Did he not watch it?
So you watched it, Cardiac?
Because the movie did release. It was like in theaters, and then they made it like a 4-episode thing, and you can find it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a 4-episode.
And I have watched it, and I think it is the worst entry.
Oh, shit.
In the series.
Even worse. That's crazy.
But I am a biased manga fan. All right. Okay. In the background, you can see like there's like a whole row that's just Love is War. I have 25 volumes of it. All right. So I am a biased ass Kaguya-sama fan. All right. And I'm becoming manga now because every time I see the story, how it's played out in the anime, I have to compare it to the manga. And like the last couple of decisions they've made, I've really just like not enjoyed it. I'm like, why did you go with that? Like everyone hypes up the ending of season 3, where it's like, oh yes, the fucking kiss happened and stuff, you know. And that was a fucking amazing moment in the manga as well. I my eyes out. Flipping every page, I had to like just fucking wipe the tears away before I'm like, all right, next page, and that's right back to it. But I really wasn't affected that much when I watched the anime.
Interesting.
And I don't think it's because like first experience type of thing. It's more because of how insertive the narrator was to kind of bring comedy to the movie. The narrator completely drops out in the manga. And like for the whole chapter, it's just the characters concentrate. There's no cutaways to other characters at all. It's just these main 2, and that's it. And oh my god, with that is done so well. I think the anime kind of, with mixing all these side stories in it, made it more messy. And I really didn't like that decision. But overall, the whole adaptation pretty well. I'm most insulted about the movie, though.
Wow.
How do I say by far? Really good.
It's
the worst decision.
It's interesting that that Cardiac thinks it's good and Noob thinks it's not good. So I'm kind of interested.
I like it. I like it. Don't get me wrong, because I fucking love everything about Kaguya. I'm a super fan, but also I can be highly critical of it.
I see.
So.
Okay, also, we got Blue Fried Blue Fried Format in the building. How's it going?
Damn,
my guy.
Yo, it's unfortunate that RJ's not here.
On Miyuki, and how Miyuki has worked so hard, and this is kind of foreshadowed with everything, with all the conflict that he has to work so hard to just be good at things. And I think that moment of like showing the wall with all his like scrambled writing is such a powerful moment in the manga. But instead, it felt weak as hell when they did it, and felt more comedy-ish in the anime. And they more focused on Kaguya, which her whole conflicts are always the worst.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. To be honest,
Kaguya is by far the worst character in Kaguya-sama.
I actually agree
crazy.
With that. No, I agree
because
with that. No.
She is the least relatable character overall. Nobody is rich like her.
She's rich.
You're right. She's
kind of annoying.
A little bit.
Her whole family, every conflict with her family just sucks because it's the most unrelatable thing. And why Kaguya is so good is because of relatability. All of his humor goes off relatable concepts. You know, it goes off of like text message dilemmas that we have ourselves. Its comedy is relatable comedy, over exaggerating things in our real world. And then they bring this character who's just so different from all of us because we're not fucking rich like our family. We don't own like fucking 10 hospitals or some shit, you know? So when they focus on Kaguya and her like whole development, I'm just like, I sleep. And that's what they did for the movie.
I mean,
they decided to focus pretty much all the assets in Kaguya's drama. And I'm just like, not the move. Focus on Miyuki, because Miyuki is by far the best character.
I love
and Miyuki. The most relatable for being such an underdog.
By the way, Ishigami also not relatable to me personally. But that's just me.
That's fair. I think Ishigami is still a very well-written character, though I think he is less relatable. Miyuki is by far the most, I think, relatable.
He is.
And I think by far like the best character.
By the way, Cardiac, it doesn't matter if it makes sense. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Like I don't like that format personally. That's just me. I prefer if they just did all that in the last 3 episodes personally, but anyways, if I'm gonna get to my take really quick, and I'm actually disappointed RJ's not here because he would love this take. I think I like Lycoris Recoil more now than I thought.
I still haven't watched it.
No,
it's criminal that I haven't done it yet. I so need to. It's sitting there glaring at me constantly, and I'm like,
yeah. I don't think it's anime of the year like RJ said. And Cardiac think it's anime of the year. But me personally, it's like right under Made in Abyss. Like it's like right there.
If we get rid of sequels, it would be or anime of the year in terms of without sequels.
Wait, let me double. Actually, no, it can't be. Never mind.
Why? Because Gundam?
Yeah, because of Gundam. But it's like
Gundam was not better, bro.
It was like right there, though. Like Lycoris Recoil was right there. Like it was in there. It was in there for sure.
It really, to me, it really would be. The only things above it is AOT and Made in Abyss. That's pretty much it. Like Cardiac, I really. Bro, you need to stop this, man. You
need to stop, Cardiac. This man is
Made in Abyss hate. Made in Abyss hate. Woo!
Oh, that's my other take. Cyberpunk is not as good as I remembered it to be.
Is it not?
So I'm telling you, like I said before about Cyberpunk, it benefited from being only 10 episodes bingeable on Netflix. It was just a quick nut. That's it. It was just a quick nut. Like it was a good ride, like a huge boner.
Bro, just pull Cyberpunk a quickie, bro.
Yeah, it gets the job done. It gets the job done. That's all it is. Like it's like, yeah, it was good. It was good, but it wasn't anime of the year good. Like it was good. Like that's all it was. It's carried by, to me, it was really carried by how fast paced it was and how like bingeable it was. But ultimately, when it comes to substance in the story and the characters, it was just cool. But the production made it like good to me. Like made it really good. Yeah.
To be honest, like for me, I don't know. I might be actually higher on it than I originally was. Potentially, I think it's probably like top 5. I mean, Cyberpunk was still really good. I don't necessarily think I really can refrain from saying that because, bro, like that I watched that super quick and it was a great watch. I loved it. To be honest,
super quick. Yeah.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, like, look, like there were other shows that I watched that just it wasn't as hookable and it didn't hit me as hard in certain moments. Pause, but
crazy. So I think the reason why So here's what I mean by it wasn't as good as I remembered it to be. Yes, I still enjoyed it, but I used to have Cyberpunk as like top 2 or 3 in like new anime that came out last year.
Okay, what's that? What went ahead of it? Hold on, like let's like run that back real quick.
Okay, run it back.
Like what went ahead of it? Like what over? What do you have over it now?
You know what? What did I have over it? Hold on. Oh no, I lied. I think no, I lied. My take was I had Cyberpunk Edgerunners as like top 5 overall of last year.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Now it's like it's top 10. but it's not like in my top 5 anymore.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. I think okay, my top 5 looking back. I don't know why, but I just wanted to say this real quick. I guess we could all say ours. Well, Noob, did you watch Cyberpunk real quick?
I watched a single episode and dropped it.
Yeah. I feel that. That's about
right. I was just not into it. How the fucking mom died, and the dude's like, oh yeah, whatever. And like, I know that's kind of part of the theme of how just like fucking depressing the world is, but like, God, I just want to see some emotion. And I know like emotion kind of happens after, but it's like,
look, everything.
I was just not falling for it.
Everything Cardiac just described, it describes a quick nut, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you.
This is absolutely insane.
And efficient, consistent. That's a quick nut, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I think no. You know what it is? I had Cyberpunk above Lycoris Recoil last year. Now I have Lycoris Recoil above Cyberpunk.
Okay. Yeah. I think for me, my top 5 will probably be in no order. Attack on Titan, Made in Abyss, Mob Psycho, Lycoris, and Cyberpunk.
I think when it comes to new,
I actually might have upgraded Cyberpunk's rating a little bit.
Oh, you upgraded? I think
so. I don't know if I would have had top 5 originally. I don't know, but I think that's what I would have now.
I have to look back, but I know for a fact I had Lycoris Recoil below Cyberpunk, and now I have Lycoris Recoil above it. So it's like something changed for sure.
What's your top 5 looking like?
Me?
Let's just all see if we can do. Oh, Noob can too. Yeah, Noob could actually go next if you have.
Mine is fucking weird, mate.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
So I think I would give my number 1. Even it doesn't really follow the seasonal list, but no matter what, it did release in 2022, at least in theaters here and in Japan. Quintessential quintuplets movie.
Okay.
I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the movie.
I think it's actually the best in the series, but also I don't like quintessential quintuplets for like what most people like it for. I think it's a really good mystery show. Even though like it's a harem, just who's going to win?
It's actually a good mystery show, actually. If you think about it, it actually is.
Hot take. It's a good mystery show, and the movie plays into that mystery so well because if you haven't seen the movie, I won't go into like a big spoiler like what or anything like that. But they divide every character, all 5 characters get like a little story from what happened in that day before the lead up to who wins. And you get to piece together the story through all of these 5 story elements for each character. And it's super like well done mystery writing in a fucking harem show. And I fucking really loved it. And I think the ending is actually very well developed throughout the rest of the show. I think it's surprisingly, it's a very well written harem.
Right.
And the movie is perfect for like even characters on to be like weak. They really develop their story arcs right at the very end. I feel all of them are very evenly fleshed out, well-developed characters.
Okay.
All their own right. Because I think the worst one was Itsuki. Like before going into the movie, Itsuki I feel is by far like the worst of the quints.
Oh.
But then she gets like the huge fucking like her little thing. It isn't super relevant to the romance, but really focuses on what she's going to do like post graduation with her wanting to be a teacher and shit. And it dives into like the actual like the real father. Shit is like actually fucking kind of dark. Because you're talking about like the father that fucking ditched them and shit. You're like, calm down. You're just the fucking horny harem. Calm the fuck down. It isn't that much of a horny harem.
Hold on, it's getting too good.
It's a little too good.
It's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. It's really surprisingly deep. And most people are like, haha, boobs. Boobs big. I love the big boobs. But the shit's deep. I'm not surprised by it. I absolutely love the movie. It's the best entry by far, in my opinion.
Nice.
It also helps that my favorite girl won.
Right.
Anyways, second, Demon Girl Next Door season 2. I just think it's number 3, Aharon. I really like Aharon. Really refreshing rom-com. We're getting one this season that also feels quite refreshing, so happy to see it. But number 4, Kaguya-sama. Right. The reason why it isn't like number 1 is because I am critical of how it did manga. You know, I was really expecting to cry my fucking eyes out, and I was kind of disappointed. But you know, they fans were like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And if you haven't seen the manga, yeah, I'd probably agree.
Fair enough.
Shitty idol show. Nobody cares about those. Shine Post. Really enjoyed it. Actually, really good photography and animation of it.
Okay.
And good story as well. There's some like sad ass shit. I think 5 and 6, the episodes that focus on Rio, those shits actually hit. You know, even a non-idol fan would kind of like be like, damn, okay. Story kind of hitting here. That kind of depressing. Her having no self-esteem for herself, that shit kind of depressing. What the fuck? Right. You know, but it's still an idol show at the end of the day. Unless you like idol shows, probably don't watch it. I think my number 6 is interesting though. Actually, I don't know if it's my number 6, but listed down in how I catalog my like rated scores, I think the show that was very hyped up, and we could probably talk about Bocchi the Rock.
Yeah, Cardiac had that in his top 5 too, actually.
Yeah.
That's a decent top 5 though, I think.
I dropped Bocchi the Rock.
Wait, Trigun Stampede wasn't 2020.
Yeah, no, he took it back.
Okay. I did see that, yeah. Trigun Stampede was good though. I respect that too.
Yo, it's good. It's freaking good.
Okay, but yeah, Bocchi. So Bocchi, do you guys like that? I never watched that. I still never watched it.
So if you relate to like being like an anxiety induced like wreck, like yeah, you'll like Bocchi, but I just don't relate to Bocchi at all personally.
I think it's overrated.
I think
it's not that deep. Yeah. It's honestly not that deep. I'm going to hit the people who think it's a extremely well written show when it comes to character depth. I don't think Bocchi's that deep of a character. Sorry, not sorry.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's just cool.
I don't like that one.
The drunk girl, whatever. Like that first moment where they're like out in the street and stuff is like that little moment where like, oh, these people are like actually not my enemies type of shit. I think that was like a very well done moment, but like past that, there isn't too much, I think. It's consistently a good comedy. Comedy writing is great for it. And I think most of it extremely funny. So if people, you know, just enjoy Bocchi so much for that, fair enough. I will argue on that. It's a funny show. But I think Bocchi's depth isn't that much. And I think a lot of people are really just self-inserting themselves and adding this depth to it.
Interesting.
Through their own
Okay, all right.
I think they're trying super hard to relate to her.
She's just me for real, for real.
Yeah, that's straight up. She's just me for real. All right, so River, my top 5. I just got it. So
okay,
Made in Abyss, JoJo's Part 6, what is it? What I have for number 3? Shit, I forgot.
He's folding.
I'm folding really bad. Gundam Witch from Mercury, Lycoris Recoil, and Mob Psycho Season 3. Oh, Attack on Titan's in there. Okay, no, take out Mob. Put Attack on Titan in there.
I'll take out Gundam, bro.
Nah, I'm good. So yeah, my top like 7's like pretty like stacked. I'm not gonna lie. I think Cyberpunk might be like 8.
All right, bro. Let's okay. It's not a bad list. I do want to talk about Gundam Witch from Mercury because I did actually finish the whole thing, but I finished season 1, so now I could actually talk about it while seeing it. Noob, did you check that one out or no?
What show? Gundam?
Gundam Witch from Mercury.
No, I did not. I watched, what is it? The prologue episode when that came out in summer, and I just wasn't vibing with it. And I'm like, I'm just not going to vibe with Gundam. I'm pretty sure I just don't like mecha shows. And I know that people are being like, it's so not mecha or something, you know, when they talk about it, but I don't know. Maybe I should just watch the actual show itself. But like that little prologue episode with the fucking dying mother just didn't do it for me.
I actually disagree with that take. I think it's very mecha.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
I think it's very mecha, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. You know,
like, I mean, you could argue that like the mechs aren't like a big thing, but they kind of are. So like, it's hard. It's a hard argument to make, but you kind of could.
The mechs matter.
If you want to really go with the politics side of it,
not gonna lie.
Maybe you could argue that the actual mechs themselves are just an instrument for the actual politics of the show, kind of, I guess. Maybe. You could argue that. You could, I guess. But anyways, it's good. It's good, but it falls into the similar realm of shows that were just good, solid shows. Like for me, it was like a 7 out of 10. Good, solid. It falls into a similar realm of some of the other shows we've mentioned. Like it's probably comparable to like Blue Lock. I probably say it's a little, it's probably somewhat comparable to like Blue Lock. It's probably better than Chainsaw Man, but you throw Chainsaw Man in there. And then so some of these other shows that we discussed. Yeah. That's kind of where it was at. Season 2 was fantastic, but again, season 1 to me was good. It was just solid, and I kind of get like now, like I probably would have rated it similar, because if you guys have seen our anime The Eternal Back, I probably would rate it similar to like how Omar was kind of rating it, where he's like, yeah, it's good, but y'all are overhyping this shit, and that's kind of how I feel about it after actually seeing it. Like that's where I would kind of stand.
It was just me and RJ. What you mean? It was just me and RJ.
Well, yeah, but you guys were loud.
Yo, me and RJ were the only ones like hyping it up, and we were like, "Yo, please, just watch it, please."
I did see a few other people like on Twitter hyping it up, but not as consistently. But yeah, I did see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it was cool. I think reflecting on it, like it was a bit hard to get through at some points. It didn't really hit, but then it definitely took off for me in season 2. Again, it was still good though. I'm not gonna hate on that. And it's fucking hilarious, like you said. Most mecha are just mechs as a device. Yeah, because every anime is a mecha type shit. So.
Every anime is really shout out, bro. I love that. I love that the rounds are going on about that agenda. I love that the rounds are going around.
That's crazy. Such a crazy.
I'm glad I could help that around. You know, hey.
I guess this is one I don't really want to talk about, but I think I have to talk about it. Bleach. That's the thing. Bleach. Because for me, bro. Again. Yes. What was T's top 5? Here we go. ALT first. Cyberpunk Edgerunners main event season 2. Time for second. Mob 4th. Bleach. Academic straight parody. Or you can play as Blue Light. I enjoyed it so much. I think for Bleach, I love Bleach, but I do think it may not have been as good as I thought. I think the hype may have went to my head a little bit in terms of the first part. I think it was good and it has some fantastic moments, but I don't think it was as good as I originally thought after watching it. Now it would probably be like my 6th spot. So I know it didn't make my top 5 yet, but oh my gosh, Bleach didn't make it. I think it is. Almost, it's still close, but I think it would have been a lot for my top 5 before, and I think a lot of that may have been down to Bleach hype and the fact that it came back, and the fact that some of the moments that happened were just so exciting. But yeah, I think again, it probably wasn't quite as good as I originally thought. Yeah, but I have high hopes for this season. I have high hopes for this.
Honestly, next season. I don't blame you for hype for people loving it the way they did, because it is hype. I mean, it's nostalgic. Like everyone knows nostalgia sells. So it's like for people like loving Bleach and thinking like it's one of the best shows of the season or year or whatever. I get it. It's you're glad that one of the shows that you grew up with is coming back. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites. I thought it was cool, but like, I get it though. I understand why people,
look,
as much as it is.
As much as that moment, the Zenitsu moment was good. Again, it was kind of like I kind of already was slightly spoiled for it. I think, or something along those lines. I think Archie was completely spoiled for that, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I read the manga for that part. Yeah,
or something like that. But yeah, again, the whole season itself, it did move me. But I just like, I'm not saying that I don't have it highly rated, because again, it'd probably be like number 6, number 7, like it'd be just outside the top 5. But it just wasn't quite a lock like it was. To me, I'd still give it like a solid like 8 out of 10. Like, I'm not saying like it's, it's crazy drop. But before, I probably would have given it like a 9 or something like that. I probably would have had it just higher. But I don't think it was quite that good. But yeah, it's still very good. It's still very good. If not at some points great. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's probably more at a similar level to shows a bit below it. Like, I'd have it above Kaguya-sama, but it's more around that level than like top 5. Like, it'd probably be like Bleach 6, Kaguya-sama 7. And then, but I think the shows in my top 5 are a bit over Bleach. Now I would say, and I think before that I probably wouldn't have said that personally. But again, it's not like it's far off. Like, it didn't drop a crazy amount. Bleach, I'm still pushing the Bleach agenda. Don't get it twisted. Bleach gonna be animated year or top 3. It's gonna be top 3 this year. So yeah.
This man's agenda pushing is crazy. Yo,
it's gonna be top 3 anime this year for sure. So yeah, we can come back to that.
All right. I'm gonna say something a little controversial because I love this anime so much. Made in Abyss season 2. The last episode did not need to be 45 minutes. I feel like everything they did in that last episode could have just been done in 23 minutes. Not gonna lie. I feel like they dragged some of the sequences, the animation stuff. I'm just like, wait, what?
I should teach Real what agenda pushing is, bro. He not doing it right.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, TC. I know for a fact that that made in this episode just it needed to. It could have been 23 minutes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They dragged some stuff. Made in Abyss is still my anime of the year, 2022. Still the best. But yeah, that last episode did not need to be 45 minutes. Oh, and if you want to know agenda pushing is what is it? All anime is mecha, in some way. I'll give you that. The rounds are going. River, do better.
I can see it. Bocchi, it's a mecha anime.
Exactly.
They pilot the instruments. They pilot the instruments.
Yeah.
And they have to pilot their own bodies against anxiety, right? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
There you go.
Go. We got
Bocchi is just Shinji, all right?
Exactly.
Honestly, Bocchi the Rock ripped off Evangelion. No argument. No argument can be had.
No, there you go. Hey, there you go. RJ, you missed the part where you missed the part of the pod where I said I like Lycoris Recoil more than I thought. So there you go.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree. More main abyss is never a problem. Never a problem. However, I don't know. I kind of see where you're coming from.
Yo, River. Even when I told you that the last episode of Made in Abyss was 45 minutes, you delayed watching it because it was 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was struggling to watch anime at the time. It was a whole thing.
I'm not a fan of long episodes. They must be really needed if you want to do it. Otherwise, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Stop wasting my time.
You've seen Made in Abyss, right? You've seen it, right?
I saw the first season.
Oh, you didn't continue it? No.
Archie was kind of on my ass to watch the movie before I give up, and I'm kind of considering it. I may watch that.
You were gonna give up.
Yeah, if you
give up, I remember this now.
If you don't like Made in Abyss after Made in Abyss: Dawn of Deep Soul, the movie, then I guess it's not for you. I don't know what to tell you.
The last bit end of Made in Abyss was actually pretty good. The last little bit in the first season I enjoyed.
Yeah. it carries into the movie. I'll tell you.
To be fair, most people have that take.
Unless it carries into literally the rest of the show, I don't think I will continue watching.
Like to be fair, most people say that they didn't really start loving Made in Abyss until the end. So they're at the end of season 1, like the last few episodes. So you're kind of like on pace, I guess, in terms of most people start loving that, then love the movie, and then love season 2. That's usually how
Oh shit, is it me?
Season 1. I think we're back. But
back. Okay.
But yeah. But yes, yeah. Lycoris definitely peaked for sure. But yeah, dude, I think you should definitely keep watching.
Lycoris in a year for 2023. Fucking, I don't care.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, freaking Art.
He just gave up. Who cares about 2023?
He gave up on the year.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Buddy Daddies already peaked. Like,
yo, Noob. Yes, Buddy Daddies is peak, bro. It is.
Of like original shows, I think that probably. I'll just admit it. That probably has the win. And of like continuations, like season established, it's over. You don't even need to watch the fall shows.
Wait, Noob. It's Buddy Daddies over Spy Family, right?
I'm just saying how it is, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm just hey, there it is, man. Hey, I'm just saying it is Buddy Daddies.
I like how our 2023 takes with me and Archie have aligned pretty well.
Yo, honestly, me and Noob have similar tastes in 2023, where Buddy Daddies is a peak slice of life, and Link Click is like one of the best like sequels out this year. Honestly, like it's pretty.
Hey, I mean, Spy Family season 2 is coming out in the fall, so
man, I better see
that. Ain't Buddy Daddies.
Yo, I was about to say it has a lot of catching up to do with Buddy Daddies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think Fall has some promising options here. It's interesting to see.
Right. Okay.
Also, speaking of, since we're talking about 2023,
you're making me think.
Low-key, this season is better than I expected. That summer 2023 is actually better than I think a lot of people anticipated.
It is. It definitely is better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm enjoying it, and I have like a lot of sleeper shows. I feel compared to other people.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like what?
So I think the number one sleeper that nobody's going to watch, and I think it's fair that nobody's going to watch it, but it's actually surprisingly fucking good, is Bang Dream It's My Go.
I heard
that is probably for me because nobody else is talking about that shit. Bang Dream It's My Go. It is probably at the bottom of the fucking list. Nobody's watching this shit. It's only me. And maybe two other people. Yeah,
it's down here. Yeah.
Bang Dream It's My Go. Okay.
It is pretty low on the priority list.
I mean, it has a 7.6 rating, so that's somewhere up there in terms of people who are watching it.
Let me say, Bang Dream generally sucks. I like it, but it is a brain dead show. All right. Pretty much all of Bang Dream is brain dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Season 1, I don't know if I would consider it idle, but if you do want to consider it idle, I'm not going to argue it. Not worth my time, you know? So if you want to consider it idle, cool. Bang Dream 1, 2, 3, Popping Dream. There's like a lot of movies as well. They're all brain dead. They don't really have very in-depth story at all. They are extremely shallow. The character writing, I was shitting on Levi's character writing, but fuck it, pretty much every Bang Dream character is worse than fucking Levi. And I think Levi is a fucking low bottom barrel character, all right?
Oh boy.
So that's saying something about Bang Dream.
But you like this?
This feels extremely detached from all of Bang Dream. The only thing reminiscent of it is pretty much its visual style, which is one thing. You have to deal with like CGI shows.
Interesting.
The whole thing's CGI. So if you don't like the art style, okay, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay. I think they do the CGI actually pretty well. They've kind of learned the strengths and weaknesses of it, and they've kind of adapted comedy around its somewhat stiffish nature, and they've actually done some polishing recently to make them look overall better. But It's My Go is by far the biggest fucking surprise for me. I watched it. I'm like, okay, cool. Another brain dead watch. I don't need to think when I go in to watch this show at all. And oh my God, I was fucking deceived. I think they realized how fucking shallow their show was, and they're like, let's make things complicated as fuck. Right. And we're from the biggest thing about Bang Dream, they had fuck all for conflict. Nothing conflict-wise. Like, the conflict would be weak as shit. Like, it would be like, oh yes, this character is like mad that their fucking pastries are like undercooked or something.
That's crazy. That's a conflict. You know?
Other character will be like, I put it in the microwave. You're good. Like, that's how fucking low the fucking conflict level was in all of Bang Dream. And this one, like, we gotta stop that. Conflict all the time. Have crazy, interesting conflict. They immediately start the show. The whole band breaks up. And it's crazy because you look at the fucking poster. You look at the poster, it's like, oh, not all of these get back together. Some of these characters are different characters from this band shown at the start. So some of these characters dipped out and they're like, actually, fuck you. They completely left. They are gone. It's like, that just brings this huge mystery. Like, okay, so how are certain characters going to get back together and be like, all right, let's make a band again? And how are some characters just going to be like, nope, never, not getting back? And who are these new characters and how are they going to get involved? And it has just extremely wild shit. I think the biggest main example that I want to just bring up right off the start is the deceptive main character. Because the perspective of the show is super weird. The main character is a character I feel kind of reminiscent of Bocchi, but actually done better. Like another shy character who's going to lead the band and stuff. But we're shown, like, after this band breaks up, you cut to this one pink-haired character, follows the basic-ass, like, optimistic, peppy character you see in a lot of these idol shows, I guess. And then you learn she isn't just that stereotypical character. She's actually wildly deceptive, and she has a somewhat main character complex. And she's forcing herself into making this band rebuild each other, so she can just insert herself as like this lead social hierarchy. And it's like, oh wow, that's kind of fucking crazy.
That's crazy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
And if you want Bocchi's depth done better, I think the actual main character for the show is that done well. I
might have to watch that.
Traumatizes her. This is like her only friendship that she has built in her goddamn life, and they fucking broke up after one performance. She thought it was like a good performance. They all broke up and shit. And then she's left with no friends again, and she's fucking traumatized. And then she's getting forced to go into this other band, with some of the same characters, but with different characters as well. Right. And every single episode is just like fucking wild, where it just brings up some new shit, resolves, shit that's been developed. The episodes have been fucking amazing. Episode 3, which is like a whole flashback through our main character's story, was just fucking nuts. I'm like, oh my God, what? Why? There's so much depth here. Are you sure this is a Bang Dream show? Did I click on the right show? Am I watching Bocchi the Rock season 2 or something? What the fuck happened?
It's gotta be crazy, yo. That's
crazy. Episode 5 had this character who's like, oh yeah, this song fucking saved my life. I'm like, is this bitch suicidal? What the fuck?
Oh wow. That's amazing.
It is fucking dramatic, mate. I'm like, damn. Okay. It is far from the brain dead show that Bang Dream used to be. And honestly, if you're going to watch any single Bang Dream series, you watch this one. The rest of them are brain dead garbage that you'll only like if you like cute girls doing cute things show. This one has some good ass storytelling, good ass drama that can hook you.
Well, there you go.
Wait, Noob, are you watching Horimiya this season?
No, I don't like Horimiya.
Well,
for a moment, you're just like, let this guy cook. He's saying so much, and immediately, like, Horimiya bed is like, stop the cooking. It's over.
I was like, we were doing so well, Noob. On Buddy
Turn
Daddy.
off the burner. No more cooking. The meal is done.
We were doing so good, Noob. We were vibing on Buddy Daddies and Link Click, but you know, all right.
Almost. Oh my gosh, man.
Anyways,
this sounds interesting though.
Anyone else got anything before we wrap it up?
Well, T did mention Secret Eternity season 2 thoughts. I put it on pause for like 11 episodes. I actually did the same thing. Did the same. I actually should probably keep watching that. I might do that soon.
I heard from people that like Secret Eternity that it's a better binge. From what I heard, I don't know if. Yeah.
It's just to me like I feel like they dragged on this part a little bit long, I guess, and like I just couldn't like it wasn't quite hooking me as much because I think the part that I left off on like episode 10 or 11, like it just feels like because usually at Secret Eternity they like switch stories a lot, so like they'll go from these because obviously he's immortal, so he'll like move on to different things.
Yeah, you know? I've heard about that, and the reason why people I think say they like binging it is because usually the start and end is the most interesting part of this like little reincarnation, and then everything in the middle is like.
All right. It depends on what's like story, but so some of them are better than others. I'll say some of them are better than others because there's a lot of different like arcs throughout each part. And I think this one was just a bit dragged for me, but I'm gonna continue it. So again, it could pick back up again. You never know. I mean, Secret Eternity is really good, so. I wouldn't be surprised if it does because I feel like a lot of them do. I watched season 1 weekly and it was fantastic. Season 2 was just a bit. I think it's whatever studio changed. Direction seems a lot weaker and used to music much. Season 2 had a good start. I think the start of season 2 I really liked. I think as it kind of continued, again, I could say it's a bit weaker as it continued, but the beginning of season 2, like first, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 episodes are really good to me. So. I wouldn't necessarily say that it fell off like that, at least out the gate. But I also wanted to mention, like, what else we not mentioned? I guess, like, Mob's one we didn't really hit on. I think season 3 of Mob was, still really good.
Yeah, I didn't talk about Mob because I think it's still pretty much where I thought it was. It's a good ending. But it's still not my favorite. Like
the ending still holds up. The ending
holds up, but it's it's still where it should be.
All right, I would agree. And then My Hero, we didn't talk about My Hero
because I don't want to talk about it, yo.
I will say that the second half of season 6 was not very good, but that was kind of this year. So like
that was kind of this year, but
the ending, the ending of the first part.
Yo, I will say this, River. Your propaganda freaking of My Hero last year was like so unwarranted.
Bro, it was really good, bro. Like what's okay, bro. Season 6, the first half was really good until River stocks plummeted for image.
Right.
Bro, the end, bro. Nothing really happened, bro. It felt like they were gonna have to have some crazy stuff happen. And then they were like, you know what? We just gonna run this fight back later, bro. Shigaraki, everyone dip. They gonna come back later, and there's gonna be a whole final battle later, bro. Like, why couldn't something actually really go down? Like, some stuff went down, but the ending was a bit lackluster. Like, they hit here, and it fell down. It fell apart, bro.
Man.
It didn't completely fall apart, but it definitely disappointed me with what it could have been, I think.
Your agenda aged like milk, bro.
Okay, don't do that, bro. Because it hasn't I wasn't really pushing an agenda. That was meant to be the best season out of all MHA. Yeah, that's a bit crazy. However, I will say the first half of season 6 was probably the best part of MHA. I will say that. Dark Deku, super underwhelming, bro. That's
Dark Deku was disappointing.
He was not dark.
He was depressed at most, but not dark. Yo, come on, bro.
Like, oh, Dark Deku. That man was just sad, bro. Like,
he's just a sad boy. It was just a sad boy, bro. That's it.
Sad boy hours are.
Sad boy hours, bro. Like, bro had an existential crisis, bro. He nothing really.
Yo, Deku just played some Juice WRLD real quick.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I see the shadows in my dreams type shit, bro. Like, I'm like, all right, bro, come on, man.
And he wasn't even really sad about anything. Like, nothing really happened. He was just like, oh my gosh, all this weight on my shoulders. I have to do it all myself.
Oh my god.
Okay, buddy. All right. We all know you're gonna get back with your friends later on. Okay, let's just see how long it takes you to go back. All right.
Yo, I just imagine fucking whenever Deku's riding with All Might in the car, they're just playing "All Girls Are the Same." Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's okay, man.
The thing is, he's not even really having girl issues either, bro. It's not even that. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah, you're right.
Bro walked out just to walk back and come episodes. No cap, bro. And when he was gone, like nothing really happened, bro. It was just like, I don't know, like it wasn't bad, but it could have been like the concept of it. It could have been really good, and it wasn't. And it's just, you know, it's like My Hero makes you think that it's going like it what's the word? It drags you along. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it just yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. You think it's going to be great, and then it fails you in the end.
We really about to end this with River admitting his My Hero agenda was not it.
I never had an agenda. I was just giving props.
Noob. You were on Twitter during that time, bro. Was it an agenda?
Bro, I don't remember that.
I mean, look, bro.
Twitter
My
was still good,
underrated.
you know.
It's still underrated.
Twitter was good at the time.
Hey man, My Hero's still underrated, bro. It still is.
Yeah.
Like, it still is,
yeah.
But it's not, you know, it's still not ass, but it's not good. It's above average. Let's just say that. It's an above average show, you know. It has its moments and it has its not moments. You know what I'm saying? It's you think it's going, and then it doesn't, man. It's bro, so sad.
Apparently when season 7 comes around, bro, it's not gonna be as good. So
yeah, if you want to call it underrated mid, we can call it underrated mid. If that's what we want to say.
It's some underrated mid. I'll give you that.
It's some underrated mid.
You know, yeah.
It's not trash, guys. It's just mid. I promise. It's just what a crazy thing to fight for, bro. Like,
okay. Yeah. That's. Oh, hey man, you know, I wish I had hope for season 7. I'm gonna tune in. It'll probably have some good moments, but I know it's gonna fail me in the end. So,
dude, if there's one constant in anime, is that My Hero will disappoint you.
It will disappoint. It might. You know what? This time it might not disappoint me because now I know that it's going to disappoint me. So does that really make it?
Is that really a disappointment? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to peak in disappointment.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, is this the end?
Yeah, I guess it is, bro.
I guess we're ending on sad times. Okay.
It's tough.
Anyways,
it's tough.
If you're watching this. If you're watching this back over, let us know. Let us know what you thought of 2022 anime.
Facts.
Whether if you thought some anime were better than others or some were worse. You know, hey, let us know. Mm-hmm. Let us know in the comments.
Facts. Let us know down there. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all. While y'all at it, leave a like, subscribe, and things of that nature. I know if y'all wonder where Alex and Ichiban are, Alex is working out of town, and Ichiban has some stuff coming up. I don't know.
Does it involve a girl or no?
I don't actually know. I don't actually know the specific details, but
I was curious.
Yeah, type shit. But yeah, man, make sure y'all, you know, y'all let us know what y'all thought in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Tap into next pod.
Let us know if you're coming to DreamCon to see us. Let us know. Is there anyone out there coming to see us at DreamCon, man? Hey.
We'll be there. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out Noob's channel as well. I know his channel is dormant for a few months, I think.
Yeah, when's the next video coming out, Noob?
It's still fucking dead, mate. Bro, I got nothing planned.
He said don't subscribe. He said don't subscribe is crazy.
No. You never know. He'll be back in the future. You know what I'm saying? He'll get the itch again.
Subscribe to the skeleton, all right? Maybe at some point it'll rise from the grave.
Hey, one day you'll just see a new video. 1 year from now, pop up on your page.
And I'm out here today. I'm out here uploading 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah.
I'll get featured on fucking Flow again before I make content. It'll be the only reason why the Noob name is alive. People will be like, "Oh wait, he makes his own content." I thought he was just like a fucking Bleach who goes on the fucking Flow channel.
I thought he just was a guest on the channel. Like, what?
Washing my car. W pod. Oh my hero. Oh, washing. Okay.
Yeah. That's imagine him just sitting there watching his car, bro. Like he's just watching the episode. That's crazy.
Oh man, but also, man, make sure to check out the Flow Patreon. You know what I'm saying? My glasses are not glassing. But yeah, make sure to check that out. You know what I'm saying? It's a very special place, great content over there. Alex definitely pumping out stuff. I think Archie got interviews coming out if they're not already out over there.
True.
And stuff like that. So make sure to tap in for that. Also, the behind the scenes from the day will be on there eventually as well. Not too much happened, but some stuff happened. So you got to preview. Archie previewed his content early on in that behind the scenes. So
yeah. There's a new series coming on. If you watch the Patreon, you would know what it's about. So
you would know. So make sure to tap in. Very special place. You get other perks as well. And shout out to the patrons. You know, Mori, Cammy, Phantom, Ichiban, Play Slayer. Dex, Evan, shout out to you guys, appreciate you. And yeah, man, I think that brings us to a close on that. First link to the Patreon is also first link in the description, Discord as well. Talk to us there, you know what I'm saying, if you want to chop it up.
And
yeah, man.
Yeah, and see us at DreamCon next week.
That's crazy.
Next week away, bro.
Yeah, if you guys have any other final words, feel free to say them, but I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Dang, Noob, you got anything?
I don't know.
I actually want quick question though. Quick question. Were you disappointed when they changed the link opening or?
No, that opening's so fucking good. The second one is fucking better.
I like the first one more. I don't know.
They argue
like
song. They argue about
arguing. Song was sure. But I think thematically, the second opening's best.
I guess I like the choreography of the first opening, but that's just me.
Regardless, man, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. We love all of you, and yeah, flow out. Peace.
Watch link click. Do it.
Say bye.
Later.
Noob, say bye.
See ya.